Hi, my name is Victoria Lacy, and I teach middle school band at Herndon Magnet School. What I'm most passionate about is being a light for my students. I heard a saying years ago that has become a mantra in my life: bloom where you are planted. I try to make this happen in every aspect of my life, but especially at school. And it starts with morning bus duty. I try to remind myself every morning we don't know where a student is coming from, what kind of morning they've had, what their home life is like. And so I try to make sure that every student that passes by me is greeted with a kind word and a smile. Because you don't know, that may be the first positive adult interaction they have had all day. I also try to say their names. Now that may sound simple, but for our shy students or our trouble kids, they may only ever hear their name in a negative context or when they're in trouble. And I want their name to be associated with something good, something that they can be proud of. Being a light also means building relationships and inspiring my students to be their best selves. I build relationships with my students by being my most authentic self. I've always said I love teaching middle school because I'm an extremely goofy person, and I think they enjoy that. You can be goofy with them, but I also will admit when I'm wrong. And I think being that authentic person helps me to build those relationships with them. But the reason I became a band director is because my middle school band director saw something in me. She pushed me to do better, not to settle for mediocre, and to constantly be better than I ever thought I could be. And now I try to do the same thing for my students. I teach them that success isn't going to always happen by accident. It happens through hard work and determination. One of my favorite parts of also teaching middle school band is watching students who've never really found their thing discover that they can do something special. Band is really cool and different because we get to see these little successes happen every single day. Maybe it's the first time this student has felt successful, and you can see it in their faces. That spark and that confidence, it's magical. In my classroom, I am my goofiest self, and I try to celebrate every single success, big or small. Because at the end of the day, my goal is simple: to help my students also bloom where they are planted. In this lesson, you will see my intermediate brass students who are 7th grade students in their second year of band, and we are going to be learning about how to create different dynamics or volumes of playing on our instruments. In the previous lesson before this video, we learned what each dynamic is, and we learned about each of these air speeds that we're going to use, the airplane, dart, and bow and arrow, how to create them. And I actually used balloons so that students could see how long they needed to hold their air and make sure that the balloon was smooth, steady, even, constantly growing, that they weren't just creating air all at once and then it was slowing down. So we did that, and then today's lesson we're going to review those different types of air speeds and then apply them to our instruments. The objective for this lesson is that students will understand how to create each of the air speeds, which air speed goes with which level of dynamic, and also that they will be able to create effective dynamic contrast while also playing with good tone. Okay, so we learned that dynamics are the volume, how loud or soft we play in our music. And we learned that we changed that by what kind of airspeed we use. Does anybody remember what kind of airspeed we use for the softest kind of sound that we want? Jude?
Airplane, 20 beats.
Airplane, and we need to hold out our air for at least 20 beats. So everybody, I'm going to turn on the metronome, and what I want you to do, don't hit your neighbor, but I want you to pretend to be an airplane and use that kind of air, and we're going to we're going to take one deep breath, and then we're going to hold out our air for 20 beats, okay? Just kind of spread out if you need to. Ready? So we're going to take a deep breath together, and then we're going to blow out air for 20 beats. 1, 2, ready. And that was 20. Okay, this time I'll count. Okay, now stand still. Look at me. Raise your hand if you didn't make it to 20. I didn't make it to 20. So what do we need to do? Give me a few ideas on what I can do to make my air last all the way to beat 20. Titus.
Reserve air.
Reserve your air. What do you mean by that?
Like, don't use as much as at the start.
Yeah, don't dump all your air out at the start and then not have enough. Remember, we want our air to be smooth, steady, even, and constant. So we don't want a big rush of air at the beginning. We want it to be even all the way through. What else can I do? Yes, sir?
Take a deeper breath.
Take a deeper breath at the inside. Remember, you should be able to fill up all the way. Fill up your gas tank, right? Everybody, let's do that again. I'm going to count this time. Take a deep breath and make sure you have air for 20 beats. Make it even, constant, steady, and smooth. Ready? Airplanes ready? Also, Justin's back there being a bird. All right, ready? 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. All right. Grab your instrument and sit for a second. Don't sit on your instrument. I say it because I've done it before. All right. Once you're sitting, put your instrument up, ready to play. We're going to play a concert B flat. Tell your neighbor what concert B flat is on your instrument. Yes. All right. Eyes up here. I want you to play a concert B flat for 20 beats. Ready? Thinking about using airplane air. 1, 2, air metro now. 1, 2, ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Okay? Did anybody not make it? Okay, let's try it one more time. Take a deeper breath. Also, if you want to start breathing on beat 3 so you have enough air to last you, that's fine, okay? But try to make your air push all the way to 20. Try it one more time. Instruments up. 1, 2, ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Okay. Remind me, raise your hand if you can tell me what dynamic is that? What dynamic is that? Gavin. Piano, which is, as I heard Abby saying in the back, soft, right? Now, we could work to make that actually sound softer, and we will. Because what we always want to create is dynamic contrast. We don't really have a loud and a soft if they sound the exact same, right? So we want our loud to be loud with good tone, and we want our soft to be soft with good tone, but we want to have a big contrast between that, okay? All right, so let's move up a level to our next loudest dynamic, okay? Or our next type of airspeed. What was our next type of airspeed that we used? So first there was airplane. A dart, okay? So set your instrument down carefully and quickly and stand up. All right, now hold up your dart. Pretend there is a dartboard in front of you, okay? Remember, that's going to sound like, bring your arm back like you're going to throw the dart and breathe, and then throw it. Yes? Okay? How many counts of air should I have? 6 to 8. Nope. Yes, about 6 to 8 beats. So for right now, let's go with 8, okay? So we want to blow out our air. We want all of our air gone in 8 beats. Yes? Let's try that together. So hold up your dart. 1, 2, ready. Again, 1, 2, ready. Stop, okay? Grab your instrument, sit down. Now let's play with our dart air for 8 beats. Concert B flat, instruments up please when you're ready. Instruments up when you're ready. 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Now the important thing is, if you look at our rubric, which I'll pull up in a moment for you, if you look at our rubric, dynamics is at the bottom. Tone is first. What is tone? Somebody remind me. When I say the word tone, what am I talking about? Joseph. How clearly you're playing the notes. That's one way of explaining it. What else? Can somebody else add to that? Andrew.
How it sounds.
Okay, can you be more, can you give a little bit more of an explanation?
How good it sounds.
How good it sounds, okay. Jamie?
Can I give an example?
Sure.
Okay, so like the bad tone will be something like this. Or for like a C, it'd be like this.
Okay.
Good tone will be.
Okay, so tell me physically, what did you change to change your tone?
Your arm straight.
Yes. So good tone is the quality of your sound, and what factors contribute to our tone? Gadden. Yes, but I'm asking, what do we physically do to change our tone? Abby, give me one. Your embouchure, so how we shape our lips and making sure we have firm corners. What's the other ingredient to good tone? That's important, but it's not what I'm looking for. Your air speed, yes? You have to have firm corners and fast air to have good tone. But what I'm saying is, guys, your dynamics, how loud or soft you can play, is only what you can do with a good tone. Yes? Okay, so let's get back to playing. Can we go back? Everybody sit up tall and straight. Focus up here, please. Eyes on me. I want to go back and play and do our airplane air again. Can you try to make that softer? Try to make your airplane air. See how soft you can get that for 20 counts, but still have air to get all the way to 20. Yes? Let's give it a shot. Let's experiment a little bit. 1, will on your instrument on a concert be flat? 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Okay? That was much better. That felt softer, right? Now, let's go to our dart air and play for 8 beats, okay? With a little bit of a bigger sound. Should this be our loudest sound? No, it should not. Okay, this is about mid-range. Okay, ready? Dart air. 1, 2, 8 beats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, everybody set your instrument down. Let's see which section can do this quickest. Safely. The next type of air is what? Bow and arrow. So, everybody, get your arrow out the back. Okay? And we're going to pull, hold on, we're going to pull back together and breathe and then release the arrow. How many counts are we going to breathe for? 4. Let's do it. Ready? And you should be out of air by the end of 4. Yes, do it again. Load your arrow. Good. Get your instrument set. Now a reminder before we do this, good tone, right? Because I promise you can make loud sounds without a good tone. That's not what we're achieving here, okay? All right, so let's play for 4 counts with bow and arrow air. Yes? Let's try it. 1, 2, ready. Stop. Okay, let's do that again. Now, here's the other thing about dynamics. We still have to be balanced, right? That pyramid of sound. So I'm glad we all found our loud, but can we also make sure that we can still hear the people on either side of us? Yes? So that we're balanced. Do it one more time. So bow and arrow now with balance. Yes? 1, 2, ready. Stop. Okay, so I want to review all of those. I think that the students demonstrated an understanding of how to create each of the air speeds and which airspeed goes with which dynamic level. What I think we still need to work on is controlling our tone and making the best tone possible in the extremes of our dynamics, so the loudest sound and the softest sound, which is normal for this level of student. It takes them a little while to figure out how to control both aspects at the same time. What we will do next with this is we will continue to work with the balloons and work on these air speeds, but then we're going to take it and apply it to the song Magma, which is a song we're working on for our fall concert. We will go through and look and find all those dynamic levels and then actually apply those air speeds to that music and figure out where we need to breathe. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your consideration.